Okay, so we cooked the turkey last night. By the way, hi everybody. This is Grandma Dirtpatcheaven. Is that what we figured out it is? Okay. So cooked up a turkey yesterday, a couple days ago.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. Had enough.
Today's Saturday.
Right. So, and don't want to have leftovers for the next 4 weeks. So, is that kind of the gist that I'm getting?
It will go bad after a week in the refrigerator, so
right.
You want to do something with it if you can't get it all eaten before then.
Right. And usually refreezing is not the ideal way to go.
Yeah. Well, you can freeze it, but
right.
if the power goes out, you don't have any way to keep it good. So might as well bottle it,
right? Right. So we're going to pressure can and bottle. So, and let me show a picture beans here real quick. Kidney beans, I'm guessing.
Those are red beans.
Red beans, okay. So they also bottle their own beans. There's
those are
garbanzos. Yeah. Garbanzo beans. And if you guys have been on my channel, you know beans, the magical fruit. So always wash your bottles after you get them. She actually wrung a lot of the gelatin from the skin. You can see it right there. That's gelatin. And what happens is when we bottle and when it cooks, it turns into a fat layer. Oh, wait, we have a wonderful example right here. It turns into this fat layer, and it actually preserves, it's kind of an airlock on top of the meat. It's kind of a second layer, and it's good flavoring too. So. Hi, Paige.
Hi.
What you doing?
Eating an apple.
Yeah. Eating Grandma's apples, huh? So 2 quarts of water.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
2
you're
quarts of water.
Okay. And what the water is there for is to make steam when it boils, to make the pressure inside of the canner, right? So,
Yeah,
if you don't have water, you would never come up to pressure. It would just burn all your stuff inside. What else, Dad? What can you think of?
We put vinegar in the water.
Mm.
It's so hard.
That will keep the scale out of the...
Keeps
Good
the scale
idea.
off the bottles.
Good idea.
And I've got 2. It will fit 2. It'll hold 2 levels. So you put 1 on the bottom, and then when you
2
fill
of
up
pints or 2 of quarts?
2
or both?
2 levels of pints.
Okay.
It won't hold 2 levels of quarts.
Okay. So.
Okay.
And then she's boiling, almost boiling, or do you actually boil the lids?
They just get hot. It just gets hot.
Hot.
It helps them seal in.
Right. Well, sanitizes them.
Sanitizes, helps seal.
Right. Okay. So.
Gather my bottles.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna need some. I need a cup. Okay. And I fill the bottles with the turkey. Doesn't matter. I have mixed up the white and the brown. Gives it a little bit more. The white's not so dry and the brown's not so. Doesn't take up everything.
Right.
Gives
Not
it a
quite
good,
so greasy.
yeah, gives it a good mixture. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where you get to play. If you want to play in the dirt, don't play in the dirt. You play in the turkey. And then I add some. Kind of put a little bit down.
Tamp it down.
Tamp it down. Push it down. Put
Okay.
a little bit more in if you want.
Okay.
But don't go above this line.
Mm-hmm.
Because then it'll all boil over and make a great big mess in your canner.
Yes.
And
The thing about bottles is you do need, it's called headspace.
yes,
And you need
because
that
it will
air,
expand.
that air up top, because that's what expands, and then when it cools off, that's what sucks the lid down to keep everything sealed, which keeps it sterile. And then add juice.
And juice, only, I don't juice to the chicken when I do it, because it's raw when I do the chicken, but because the turkey has already been cooked, it needs to have some liquid in it.
So you're saying we're coming over to bottle chicken later?
No, I'm not doing chicken for a while.
Not for a while.
Not for a while.
Gotcha.
I'm putting a knife down the side to help get rid of the air bubbles, and to also put some liquid down below.
Gotcha.
And then you always want to wash off the top. I need a ring. And then you put a lid on and put the ring over. And you don't want to seal it too tight, because it has to have
Leakage.
a little bit of seepage and be able to expand. So if you want, what I do is I tighten it and then I turn it back 1/4, and that seems to be about the perfect ratio.
Okay.
Okay.
That way we're not cracking bottles.
Right, and you don't break bottles or that whole thing.
By
Because
the way,
I have broken some bottles, and they are
many bottles
not
over the years.
fun.
Yeah. Well, and it's the most expensive part of this, you know,
Of
because
this endeavor.
you can reuse the bottles, you can reuse the rings. If you buy the reusable lids, you can reuse them. But the bottles are almost $1 to $1.50 a piece.
Anymore.
And so, but as long as they don't break, you can reuse them over and over and over till the end of time. So.
It's not a full cup that I'm filling in there. Just whatever comes up out of the jar, out of the pan.
Right. Yeah, just enough to give you 1 inch of head space on the top.
And that this line here seems to be about 1 inch. I've never ever measured it.
Right.
But it seems to be about right.
Yeah. So the funny thing that I'm finding with the bacon and everything, everyone's like, you use exactly 1 cup of this and 2 quarts of this and cook for exactly 31 seconds. 31.7. Because if you go to 31.9, then the whole project just explodes. And no,
it's not
very forgiving.
that scientifically.
Scientifical.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that exacting of a science.
Hey.
Of course, I'm sure that I will say that and get in trouble somehow, somewhere.
Hi.
Hi, babe.
Hi.
Do you want to run camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably enough for right now.
Oh, Grandma already got bottles over here.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how many that will fit. I don't remember. But I can get 2.
Looks like 15, 14, 16, somewhere around there. 18.
If I can get to 9 on the bottom, that means I get 18 pints, and that's about right for 1 turkey.
Now, why
Keep it steady.
why do we use pints instead of quarts?
Well, if you have a humongously huge family, you can use quarts. But if you really look at this here will do us, my husband and I, 2 meals at least, unless I do something like making a salad or something, and then because when you open this, you can add it to salad, you can make soups, you can make casseroles. I mean, sandwiches. It's so versatile when you get all this, when you get it all made, when you get it all done. It's just so amazing. It's so wonderful to have it all done instead of having to go to the store and buy another can for whatever project it is you want to make.
All right. Well, the fun thing about that the can is the most expensive part of
Yes,
what
it
you're
is.
buying. The stuff inside is
The stuff.
dirt cheap.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah,
dirt again.
This was a 24-pound turkey that I did.
Mhm.
I really didn't think that the roaster would handle it, but it did. It handled it really, really well. I was impressed.
Cool.
I wouldn't want to get a bigger turkey.
Right.
You can turn that down, like on low, super low.
Just getting your lid ready.
You can see that fat that's in there.
Hmm?
There's fat on the top.
Fat on the top?
Yeah.
Yeah,
The gelatin. Yeah.
I will show you. Let me get this bottle taken care of first. I brought up a couple bottles from downstairs for just to show what I have done and how it turned out. I want the other one first.
The other one, the gold one.
Yes, it's the oldest one. Thank you.
I'm gonna take that out. Just boil it. Pick up magnetic toy. No, I was the toys, and I didn't ever get to that. Okay, so your magnetic lid holder.
Magnetic lid holder in that you're always burning your fingers when you're heating your lids up.
For
You buy these
years.
here downtown. That in the bottling section. All they do
It
is
comes in a kit.
pull it out in that. Usually they come in kits
Okay.
that will give you a bottle lifter
Mhm.
and one of these here and another bottling item or two.
Funnel.
Okay.
It's a funnel.
And it's called a bottling kit.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. The only thing you have to worry about is picking up multiple lids, which,
As you see,
as Paige could testify. Mm-hmm.
I can probably get
5, 6, 7,
9.
8, 9. Yeah.
So I can get an 18. Okay, this is what I did 2 years ago. And this is what I did 3 years ago. And if you look at the top here, there's a ring around there. That is the fat contents of this piece of this bottle. When you open them, when I open them, I keep the juice because it makes really, really good gravy, broth for gravy, and then you've got your fats for the day.
We got another gold one. Yeah, we got some more gold ones. So we'll pull them.
Okay.
This is where I help, so I'm gonna do my job here.
That's about all you can do, huh?
Right. Okay, so Paige wanted to play with it. Okay,
Just
so
took over my job. Took
understand.
over your job.
Yep. Now you're gonna end up picking up a bunch of lids like that, huh? Exactly. So, cool. Okay, hold on. So what you're gonna want to do is hold it down in, and then when Grandma comes close, then you dip it way down, but don't touch the other lid. Okay, and then back up. And that way,
Awesome.
yeah, that way all the lid is still nice and warm. We get a thorough 360-degree view of the carcass.
That pork turkey gave its all.
And it was a lot.
That was a lot.
24 pounds. And it sure beats a month of leftovers, huh? So,
Yes. I mean, we'll have leftovers for dinner
for
tomorrow,
years.
but
Well, yeah.
then the rest of it will.
Right.
And we had it for Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve dinner.
Mm-hmm. So did you guys go partying on New Year's Eve? Or?
No.
I actually managed to be awake at midnight, but we had all gone to bed at 10. So. Okay, so at this point, there's basically nothing really going on except that we had to do this, 17 more times. So we're going to fast forward. Okay, special heating element.
okay. On electric stoves and that, there's a special heating element.
Okay.
It actually is higher. If you see there, this one is higher than that one.
This is higher than normal.
And that helps hold the pan up higher. We'll set them side by side so you can see.
So, does everybody see how these risers are taller on this one than this one? So that extra, what, quarter inch?
Yeah.
That
It
extra
raises it up
quarter inch
quite a
will...
bit. Helps it stay.
Cool.
So I don't get this horrible nasty ring around my stove, around my hot plate.
Careful, you might get a horrible nasty burn.
Oh, I'm careful. I'm
Okay.
above it.
But yeah, I remember those too, and they are
Yes.
impossible to clean off too.
Impossible.
And also in that, with this here canning one that we've got here,
Mm-hmm.
see how it's all reinforced here? It's just not a little straight.
Yeah, you got.
It's
that
all
extra-
reinforced that to take the weight of the canner itself.
Yeah, because that's kind of heavy after you get
The water in.
what, half a gallon of water and 20 pints and all the infrastructure. Yeah. Okay.
To help distribute the heat actually a little better.
Gotcha. And so, did you guys buy that?
Yeah, we bought
element
this
section?
separate when we bought the stove.
Uh-huh.
You can go downtown and get them at your appliance dealers.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah, somebody got something on the stove.
Yeah, I got something on the stove.
It's okay. It'll burn off. You'll have a smoked turkey flavor. It'll be fine.
No,
I know. So I've noticed you haven't put the lid on yet.
No, I wait until the water in here starts heating up and starts boiling, and then I'll put the lid on.
Mm-hmm.
And then
For
when,
any particular reason? Just because I would think
Well,
it would
it
build
helps-
pressure a little quicker.
It
that
builds
way.
pressure a little bit quicker.
Okay.
Because it does take a long time for it to come up to pressure, or it can.
Mhm.
I've let it sit on the stove for 45 minutes, and it will finally come up to pressure.
Mm-hmm.
If I let it heat up first and then put the lid on, it seems to cut off 15-20 minutes.
Okay.
So it's much. Okay, as soon as this thing cools down. What is that, 6 minutes?
Ta-da! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do you think, Grandma? It's a little cake.
Very good.
If only Dad could see this.
Yeah, well, if you got need to get in here to video this.
Well, we could.
Okay. Okay. The pressure is now on. If I go like that, I'll pop right back up. That means that there's pressure in this can. So you don't ever want to open it. And the needle is starting to go up. So when it gets up here to 12 pounds, then I make sure that I have to watch it to make sure that it doesn't go over that. If it does, this little thing will start jiggling. And that's the weight that helps hold the pressure in. So,
How about you pop it again?
see how the needle's going up?
Yeah.
When it gets up to here,
Up to the middle.
up to 10 pounds, yeah. Then I start adjusting the temperature on the stove. But it got up to pressure when I after I put the lid on it. It got up to pressure in 6 minutes. Because I had let it boil first, and then I put the lid on. So, okay.
I think I know what we can use for the fire. Turn it. So, I am making it kind of look like this, and apparently that won't work. Maybe I can take a look. No, this candle is fire. Hey, you're ruining the cake. Okay. It's only a Play-Doh one. I'm making it so.
Okay, so 6 minutes, and then you pop the lid on, and how long's it been on? So 5 more minutes, and now you're
It
already
was
at
a
5 psi.
3:45, and it's been 6 minutes.
6 minutes on. And wow, that's quite
That's really fast.
amazing.
I've never had it that fast
Yeah,
before.
that is pretty quick.
Yeah. So,
Can you watch it?
Okay, at this point, it was pretty much just a matter of get the temperature stable to where the needle would sit pretty steadily, and then make sure it didn't climb too high, and make sure it didn't drop too low. So, very minute adjustments by the end of that.
Now, we take it off and that so it cools down faster.
Faster, okay.
And we set
Is
it
there any
where it's
chance that
cool.
that leads to more broken bottles or less broken bottles?
We haven't
or...
had that type of
We
problem.
haven't had any problems yet.
Okay. Just set it on some towels.
Set it on
Yep.
some hot
Set it
pans.
on something.
Absorb a little heat.
Protect it
Take
and
the
then-
burn for the carpet.
Yep.
Nice. And then enjoy the heat coming out. So, any idea how much water you actually lose in 75 minutes of pressure boiling? About half of it, maybe?
No, not even half.
A half? Okay.
Maybe a cup or two.
Yeah.
It will
So,
take about an hour to cool down.
okay.
And then
After that.
when the little pop-up valve goes down, and the gauge goes down to 0, you can open the lid at that time.
Okay. Gotcha.
I take off the pressure, the
Safety.
jiggler.
Mhm.
I take that off, and then I will open up the canner. But you always want to make sure that you open it away from you, because there will be a lot of steam come out.
Mhm.
And if you open it toward you,
You
then
get a good
you'll
scalding in the
you'll get
face.
scalding
Right under
on
the
your
chin.
face, right
Right.
on your face. So always turn it away from you, so that when it comes out, then the steam goes away from you.
Okay. Cool.
And then I put the.
Then after that,
then
you
after
let the
that,
bottles cool.
Let the bottles cool down, and they'll probably be done probably about 10 o'clock tonight.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Extra oven racks, I put them out, and then I put the bottles on top of them.
That's a cool bag.
From getting my counter burnt.
Mm-hmm. The lids on them suck down, so you'll hear them go pop, 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 and sorry. What's
Yeah,
the
they
sound?
pop.
Weird note. Yeah, there you go. It's more of a boop. Let's play Name That Sound. So
It's like opening up
Yeah.
a bottle of
Yeah,
baby food.
exactly, it's just the reverse
It's
of
the
it.
same. It's the same sound
Mhm.
that you get.
Cool. And then it should be cooked as long as that little button is down,
As long as the
Then it's
center of the lid is down.
right? Which explains how your factory baby food has that
Mm-hmm.
note to it.
Then I label them when they're cooled down. I label them, and then I put them away
With a Sharpie,
with a Sharpie.
Tape.
Yes.
tape, and
You
pen
can do
has
either
worked.
one. The lids
Kids
that I
have-
used are not reusable,
Right.
so you can write on the lids. They don't. It does not soak through.
Hey guys, so the candy took a really long time.
We just got back done and canned all the turkeys from grandma's and grandpa's.
Yeah,
Um,
and
uh-huh.
took a really long time. And
4 hours.
yeah, which took almost all day.
I think it was all afternoon.
And
Now 5:40 p.m. The sun has set.
yeah. And what I thought was good about it was that I got to hand out the lids, and also we got pop cans. Yeah.
Pop cans.
It was pretty much work.
It's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah.
It lasts a long time, huh?
Yeah. And to keep us busy, we popped pop cans. We snapped on pop cans.
We did that too.
And I was the one that handed out lids.